Yeah. We're evolving. We're just growing and we're just learning. We're putting our hand on the stove. Oh, that's hot. All right, we won't put it on there again. We forget. Oh, I'm going to put my hand. Oh, God, that's hot again. Okay. A year later. Oh, my God, it's still hot. And we're doing the same thing over and over and over and over. And it's okay. And we're morons and we're stupid. We're banging our heads into the wall and it's all right. Because we're just learning. And when we're ready to get what it is we need to get, we're going to get it. It's just how it works. When things all come together and we walk around joyously smiling all the time and we feel that way, we're going to do it. And it's going to be okay. And it doesn't matter if it's tomorrow or 10 years from now. The thing that I feel does matter is just appreciating and loving yourself and loving the world and the joy that you are. And all your beautiful big dreams, your goals that you can put up with at any time. You know, Reverend Ross here, he could still play in the NBA if he wanted to, I feel like. If that was his goal, and he really developed a really great jump shot, a three-pointer, and he was just 100% from the three-point line every time, if that was his dream, I'd put him in. You know, we're down 3. We need some threes. Give it to Reverend Ross. Yeah. Give him a screen. Let him hit it. We can do anything. And you know, maybe 15 years down the road, he'll play for the NBA. You know, there's no time where it ends. And yeah, it might take 30 years, 40 years to fulfill our dreams. Okay. That's great. Because it's all perfectly what we need at the time. So why not feel joyous about everything that got us here, everything that we're going to encounter, and everyone we know? And really just loving them. And you don't have to openly feel joyous about people. You know, you can see the cool guy on his Harley Davidson smoking a cigarette in his leather jacket. Maybe if you walked up to him and you were like, hey, man, you're really cool. I feel really joyous about you. Maybe he'd punch you in the face. You know, maybe he's that cool. Yeah, I'm real cool. And he punches you in the face. You don't have to tell him that. You can just feel, wow, it's a beautiful, joyous guy right there. That guy is, you don't want to mess with that guy. Man, he's cool. Look at him go. Neil Young should write a song about that guy. Wow. All right, yeah, we're getting it. Yeah. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to add anything? Anything I didn't cover that you guys feel like could have made a better point on? Feel free. There's no real, like, you know, we're all experiencing joy. It's not like I I'm the master of joy. Like, sit down. I'm the master of joy. Yay. All right. I guess I don't know if this is I know you guys have things to do. Don't want to keep you guys all day. Huh? You guys have a good time? You guys feeling good? You guys, we connect? Feeling joy? Yeah. Okay. Well, this brings up a good. Let's do it. Let's feel joyous about me getting punched in the face by the Harley guy. No, it's more of like the experience of getting punched in the face is pretty cool. Let me tell you before we go. I'll tell you guys. You might not. I'm not saying go get punched in the face. Let me tell you about an experience I had. I was doing stand-up comedy, and there was this guy who was he acted like he was the know-all comedian guy, right? He had been touring for a while. He'd been doing it 20 years. And he would come back, and he would tell us what we were doing wrong, right? He's like, you should never do this, never do that. So he came up to me one show, and he's like, you Blackburn, should have done it this way, this way. I was like, hey, man, get away from me, dude. I don't care what you have to say. I was like in a more mood where I was feeling honest and didn't really want to deal with the guy's critique. Because I was like, dude, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to say what it is I want to say. Please, whatever. So anyway, after the show, he was still talking, about whatever. And I was like, dude, are you still running your mouth, man? Please stop. And he's like, and he got up in my face and he's like, you are a douchebag. And I was like, I am a douchebag. And he's like, you're an asshole. And I'm like, I'm an asshole. And he punched me in the face and slammed my head against the wall 3 times. And it really wasn't that bad. The next day, I felt a little bit of I was very, my mind wasn't really sharp, like when it comes to like adding and subtracting. But I felt this incredible compassion for everyone. And I wasn't mad at the guy because I didn't have any issue with the guy. I was just like, I was kind of being like antagonistic to the guy. I knew what I was kind of doing. So it taught me all this lesson. And I felt like this might sound strange, but I felt a very deep connection to the guy afterwards. Like I felt like he had physically unleashed his pain upon me. And I felt in touch with him. And I felt compassion for him. And I felt love with him. I fell in love with him, and we're getting married in 2 days. No, I felt love for him. And I wasn't like, it wasn't a bad thing. And this is, and most people be like, you don't want to get punched in the face. Of course, yeah, you don't want to. I'm not telling you to go out and mess with people and don't Jack Kerouac yourself. That's what Jack Kerouac used to do. He used to get really drunk and go down to the bar and let people beat him up. Yeah. But this is a side note. Praise be to Jack Kerouac. But yeah, so so it's like everything is just viewing it as it is, as what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessary. It's like in relationships in life, we're already taught that like, oh my God, he cheated on you, break up with him. That is not what you're supposed to do. And then like, I don't really feel like I should, but people are telling me to do it. It's like knowing yourself, and it's not like there's not like this like complete thing that it's like if something bad happens, you're supposed to feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that person wronged you. You're supposed to not like them anymore. No, you get to know yourself, and if you don't want to like them anymore, fine, don't. It's okay. But if you do still like them and you still want to be their friend, forgive them and be their friend. And it's not like I'm not saying like let people take advantage of you and all this. And if you feel someone's taking advantage of you, tell them, hey, man, you're taking advantage of me. We can't be friends anymore. I'm setting boundaries and this. But it's like just because something happens in a certain way and society deems it as wrong or bad doesn't mean it is. It's all up to your own. You are creating your own reality. You can do anything. You can make anything joyous. You can get love. And like that time I got beat up, I wrote one of the greatest poems I've ever written because of that experience. It's like you can take something that's bad and horrible and make it into this great thing, or you can just feel bad about it and just hate the person for it. And like once I like, me and the guy were friends afterwards. Cause I was like, yeah, man, I antagonized you. I'm sorry too. He's like, man, I'm sorry I did that. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm sorry too, man. I was co-creating that. It wasn't like the guy just started beating me up for no reason. He was a live wire. He's probably on coke or something. And I was like saying, let's, you know, I was wanting to, you know, engage him in his manic psychosis because I was in my own manic psychosis. So it's like nothing in this world is happening to you. It's all happening for you. And it's not like it's not like like people are like, oh, this person cheated on me and they're the worst person ever and da-da-da-da-da. But you were in the relationship with them. You were co-creating their cheating. Not saying you did anything that would make them do that or anything like that, but it's like there is no they. It's all we. You know, and I feel like a lot of that, like we think we can get really rich and powerful and kind of discard these group of people, you know, but we can't because we're all one and we're all together. And the crackhead is as beautiful as the model that we see on the television. Because it's like we can't just hide from this part of ourselves and hate this part of ourselves, but love all this other part of ourselves and think we can be happy. Because the only way to be happy and joyous all the time is to feel joyous and happy about everything all the time. That's how simple it is. You know, like these people that we want to like throw to the curb and pretend aren't there or they're bad. They're not bad people. They're just forgot how beautiful they were. People told them that they were this way. You know what I'm saying? And they believed it. And then it kept going, and then it created this. And if all people really need is someone to love them and someone to be there for them, and of course maybe sometimes they don't know what love is and they'll attach to it but you can set healthy boundaries. Just listen to people. Say, yeah, man. And some people, you know, oh, they're too far gone to help. Are they? I'm not saying go help everyone, but if you feel the need to help someone and love someone, yo, man, let me get $5. Like, okay, man, here. You know he's just gonna go buy crack with this. Like, okay. So what, you know, it's the giving and loving people and seeing them for who they are as divine and perfect right then and there. This concludes Causeless Joy Workshop. Appreciate you all guys for coming. I appreciate Dwayne coming. Thank you all for coming, guys. If you have any questions, okay, I'll go get the book. Also, I have it was a $10 donation. You don't have to pay if you don't want to. I'll still feel joyous about you. But 60% of it goes to me and 40% of it goes to the church, and it's right there in the back. And I'm gonna go get my book, and you guys can read it and look at it. And those cost $10. Or if you don't have $10 and you're like, hey man, I really want this book, I'll read it. I promise. I don't have any money. I'll give it to you. But I'm gonna go get it in the car, and I'll be right back.